Welcome to the Report. Appreciate you guys for taking this time to hear me out this evening, this morning, this afternoon, however you may be listening, wherever you may be listening. I appreciate it. Today I wanted to talk about a team in the NFL by the name of the Carolina Panthers. You may know them. One second, I got to get my glasses. We know about the moves that the Panthers have made this offseason. Just like last offseason, they went and snatched a quarterback from the 2018 draft. Nonetheless, not Josh Allen, not Lamar Jackson. Last year they went and got, I was about to say Baker, but that's not true. Last year they went and got Sam Darnold from the New York Jets, gave up a lot to get him. And that only panned out to him being injured and 5 wins after a 3-0 start. 5 total wins. So this year we went and got a guy by the name of Baker Mayfield. He was the first overall pick from the 2018 draft. He led Cleveland to the playoffs. And now he's on the Panthers, and we got him for way cheap. Way cheap. The Panthers have won 5 games 3 years in a row, 2019, 2020, and last year, 2021. They, of course, we remember they were in the Super Bowl in 2015, the 2015 season, missed the playoffs in 2016, and the last time they made the playoffs was 2017. And the last 2 seasons I've done my predictions, and I've said that the Panthers would be a surprise team. They will be a team that will sneak up on everybody. They will, in my opinion, I've said this the last 2 years, that they will make it to the playoffs. I said it in 2020. They finished with 5 wins. I said it in 2021. They finished with 5 wins. And it's funny, they got off to good starts in both those seasons. In 2020, they started 0-2, so that's not getting up to a good start, but they ended up winning 3 straight, and then they just went on this big losing streak. And last year, of course, remember, they started 3-0, and then they just, McCaffrey got injured, and Darnold showed that he just doesn't do it well under pressure. But this year, man, because when I looked at the ESPN Power Rankings, and they had the Carolina Panthers not 25th, not 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. They had us ranked dead last out of every team in the league. They got the Panthers ranked 32nd in the power ranking. They are saying that we are a worse team, or we're going to be a worse team than the Houston Texans. We're going to be a worse team than the Detroit Lions. The Atlanta Falcons, who I believe is going to have the number 1 overall draft pick this year in the 2023 draft. The power rankings are saying that about the Panthers, that we're going to be dead last. Last year, the Panthers had the second-ranked defense. They gave up the second fewest yards. Have the talent on offense. But anyway, I want to get to the point of this video. I saw an article on USA Today that I want to read. And it's by Anthony Rizzuti? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But anyway, he has a video titled Panthers Named Chaos Team of the NFC South. And the reason I want to read this article, because before I even read this article, I was thinking the same thing along the same lines that this article was talking about when it comes to the Carolina Panthers, and why I do believe they're going to be way better than what people think. The name of the article is Panthers Named Chaos Team of NFC South. Cleveland Browns trade Baker Mayfield to Carolina Panthers. What's that? Okay. And it goes, the Carolina Panthers, in the word chaos, have kind of gone hand in hand over the past few seasons. How else can you really describe the furious shuffling of mediocrity of mediocre quarterbacks in the whirlwind of a regime led by head coach Matt Rule? Even their Rock Hill venture has gone straight to heck. But NFL.com analyst Bucky Brooks just put a positive spin on the Carolina Panthers' turbulent nature, naming the Panthers his chaos team of the NFC South. So, what is a chaos team? Well, it's an unexpected contenders of sorts, a squad that'll upset the apple cart, unquote. And Brooks believes this roster just might have what it takes to turn the conference over in 2022. And I'm along the same lines of this because I know a lot of people are going to look at our schedule, and it is a tough schedule, but I do believe Baker has what it takes. I do believe Baker Mayfield is capable of making a run with this team. And I say Baker because I know Sam Darnold is familiar with the playbook. I know Sam Darnold has the jump on him by a year. But I don't even think after what Sam Darnold showed last year, and I know the offensive line was rocky and it was not good, but hey, Cincinnati didn't have a good O-line either. Joe Burrow was sacked. He was sacked by the Raiders just twice. Then he got beat down by the Titans 9 times. He got sacked 9 times. And then I believe the Chiefs only got to him once or twice. And then the Rams got to him 7 times. So he was sacked like 19 times in the playoffs last year. And he still made it to the Super Bowl. So Sam Darnold just showed that this is a no-brainer for me. I don't even think it'll be a real competition. If this is a situation to where Baker Mayfield we're just going to bench Baker in week 1 so he can still get adjusted. If it's down to that, then my faith in what's going to happen is not going to be good, because I think Baker will be the guy for week 1, not because they just want Sam to start just to let Baker get more familiar, but because Baker is just better. Baker is better. Anyway, back to the article. The Panthers are a quarterback away from engineering as a... I swear I got dyslexia or something. The Panthers are a quarterback away from emerging. I said engineering. From engineering. Anyway, okay. The Panthers are a quarterback away from emerging as a playoff contender this season, Brooks writes. Matt Rule's team has enough blue chip players on each side of the ball to go toe-to-toe with the heavyweights in the league. But the embattled coach must pick the right quarterback at the end of training camp to give his team a chance to earn an elusive playoff berth, an engineered playoff berth. Anyway, yeah, and it's like I said, yes, we're on those, we have to play those teams, but this is really going to be the situation to where not only are we on those teams' schedule, but they're on ours as well. Well, not only are they on our schedule, but we're on theirs as well, I should say. It's going to, I believe it's going to get to a point to when you look at it, it's not just going to be like, oh, we got the Cardinals, damn, okay, we got the Panthers here, Packers, and just brush off the Panthers. It's going to get to the point to where they see us on their schedule. That embattled coach will be gauging the battle between Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. Mayfield, who was just acquired a week and a half ago, is the early favorite for the starting job, even despite Darnold's advantage from a familiarity standpoint. Brooks then goes on to laud Carolina's defense, a unit that allowed the second fewest yards in 2021. Just as long as they can pick up the right passer, the Panthers might see their offense move up right around par with that side of the ball. And to me, that's real key because last year, the Panthers, like I said, the Panthers defense was ranked 2nd to the Buffalo Bills. The defense can only do so much before it eventually gets tired and start giving up the big plays and the touchdowns. Panthers offense last year was 3 and out, punt the ball, Defense on the field, defense force a 3 and out. Panthers get back on the field on offense, they go 3 and out. Opposing team defense get back on the field, Panthers force a 3 and out. It gets to the point to where the Panthers defense can't keep getting on the field, spending this much time on the field, because the next thing you know, 60-yard play over the top, touchdown, opposing team. That's where the defense started to give up points, when the offense wasn't helping them out. So the defense is there. With a defense that has top 5 potential to support the winner of the quarterback competition, the Panthers' chances of securing a playoff berth for the first time since the 2017 season hinge on the team's ability to pick the right QB1, he adds. If either quarterback can deliver consistent production from a Carolina offense that features a handful of big play weapons, this is the team that could follow the Bengals' blueprint to contention. And the Panthers built on their offensive line, just like the Bengals did. In 2015, no one thought we would make the Super Bowl, but I'm not going to sit here and say Super Bowl. We just have to see. I mean, Cincinnati is the prime example for anything is possible, because not many people had them in the playoffs last year. I didn't have them in the playoffs. No one saw Super Bowl coming. Unfortunately, the Panthers don't have a Joe Burrow to help bring their situation along a bit quicker. Nonetheless, these cats could also sneak up in their division this season. Now, like I was saying, Matt Rule, this is his last year. It has to be, especially after what the guy from Cincinnati did. Was it Zach Taylor? I don't think I can continue to watch the Panthers play after this season if they don't make the playoffs. Because when the Panthers lose, it really affects me. I really get mad. Not punch a hole in the wall, go crazy, or just be angry at people, but it really affects me. I get upset when the Panthers lose. So I'm not going to continue to subject myself to that if they have another losing season and they don't make the playoffs. But I do believe this team has what it takes to get into the postseason this year. I do believe they will make it to the playoffs this year. And that article was just interesting because it just highlighted a lot of what I was thinking. And then I read it and I said, okay, I got to put it on the video now. But where are we at? It's July 20th. Preseason is next week. Not next week. I think the Hall of Fame game. When is the Hall of Fame game? Preseason, the Hall of Fame game is August 4th. So so in like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we got the Hall of Fame game. And then we got preseason kicking off August 11th. And the Panthers' first preseason game is August 13th. So the season is right around the corner. And we're going to get to see. It's almost here, people. Just hang in a little bit more. I know we don't really have anything to do right now. The biggest thing we got to do is keep an eye on this Kyrie Irving, KD situation, which is looking like they probably going to stay with their teams. I want the Lakers to run it back because they have to right this wrong, that disaster of a 33-win season last year. But football is almost here. Raiders and Jags in 2 weeks, the Hall of Fame game. It's that time where you just watch any game. It don't matter what teams it is. If it were the Detroit Lions and Jacksonville Jaguars, you would sit and just watch that game and be in it because that's just how much we miss football. But we got fantasy football, the Reed Reports Fantasy Football League. We're going to have people on live weekly, try to do weekly so we can just talk about that week of football. Everybody can talk about their team. We can just shoot the stuff, you know what I mean? So stay tuned for that. Appreciate y'all for hearing me out. Leave me a comment. What y'all think? Carolina Panthers are ranked dead last in ESPN Power Rankings. What y'all think about the Panthers? What y'all think about y'all team? So leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Until next time, I'll see you soon. When people see this, they're going to say, well, he really wasn't a nice guy. He may have been a tyrant. Well, that's because you never won anything. I wanted to win, but I wanted them to win and be a part of that as well. Look, I'm only doing this because it is who I am. That's the way I played the game. That was my mentality. And if you don't want to play that way, then don't play that way. Break.